Hi there, I'm Joseph Quijano, Certified Financial Planner.
And I'm Jordan Quijano. As you already might know, we are a family-owned financial planning firm here in Colorado, but we service on a national basis. And we want to help you get ahead financially in today's economy and protect you and your family for tomorrow's economy, because who's to say what's going to happen?
And you know what? This is the reason why we feel that this video is so timely. It's about the biggest risk in retirement planning the baby boomers are facing today. Were you aware that there's 10,000 baby boomers a day turning the age 65?
That's shocking. That is.
It is, and the majority, I would say over 90% of those baby boomers don't have any plans to retire because they don't have enough money to do so. And the money that they have is the topic that we're going to be talking about today. It's the 401k.
That's terrifying. And you know what? You can't just blame the baby boomers or yourself. In reality, we're not taught this in the school systems. We're not taught this, how to build a right retirement plan or what investment to put your money in and what's going to be a winner or what's going to be a loser. So you can't just blame yourself, but what you can do is take responsibility for realizing that you need to do something different. Start putting money away today and stop procrastinating. The longer you wait, well, the poorer it's going to be when it comes to retirement time.
I'm sure that all of us remember the good old pensions that we used to have. They used to be called the defined benefit plans. This is where employers would actually hire you and they would tell you, hey, if you stay with us for so many years, Guess what? You don't have to contribute a dime. We're going to put everything into this pension for you. And if you stay with us for the entire period, you are going to be guaranteed an income for life. So you had no risk.
How beautiful is that? That you would help build that company off of your back with your blood, sweat, and tears to help build that company to get to a profitable state, and yet they guarantee you that income for the rest of your life for doing so. How beautiful is that?
They actually funded the pension for you. You had nothing to do but just work for them for the entire period and you would get a pension. Well, sadly enough, guess what?
Times have changed.
Times have really changed, and the defined benefit plans have actually been destroyed, and they have been replaced by a 401k plan, which is really a what?
A defined contribution plan, which in other words means you're the one contributing to the plan now, not so much the company.
That is right. And you know what? Most people don't have any knowledge at all about how to invest their money. So we call it the water cooler effect. That means that when a company hires you, they're going to hand you a packet and you have to choose the investments that you want to choose to put on your 401k. I mean, tell me, how many people do you think are going to know what to choose out of those hundreds of different choices of investments?
So what are you left to do is that the 401k companies that offer these plans basically put these cookie cutter plans together and they say, you know what, you either have a conservative allocation based off your age, you have a semi-conservative where they call it a moderate, or you have aggressive, which means that you're really willing to take the high risk for potential for high reward. But in all reality, when you look at all three of them, you could lose money on every single one of those.
So basically, Jordan, this is why we call it the water cooler effect.
Right.
Because people don't know what to choose. So they go to the water cooler at their office and they meet somebody there having a drink of water and they would ask, what did you choose for this? So they just went ahead and copy somebody without even knowing. So when the stock market crashes, they're going to lose it all. Well, let me tell you something. We have a solution for that. It is called the Become the Banker strategy. And let me share with you the differences, okay? If you take a 401k right here versus the Become the Banker strategy. you're going to be shocked. Because if you built your 401k to have $100,000 in it, now, if you're under the age of 59 and a half, you would actually pay a 10% penalty. Right off the top, 10% penalty will be taken away from you. Now, after that, after the penalty, you will be taxed at ordinary income taxation, which is like 20%. So in essence, if you needed this money, you would lose 30% of your money, of your $100,000. So that means that you're not going to have $100,000, Jordan. You're going to have only $70,000. You are going to lose 10% because if you're under the age of 50 and a half, the government will penalize you 10% for an early withdrawal of the 401k. In addition to that, you would lose 20% to taxes because they're going to tax you as ordinary income taxation. So in essence, you would lose a total of 30% of your money. So instead of you having $100,000 on the 401k, you will have only $70,000. Uncle Sam took 30%.
And this is what happens all the time when people lose their job, when you're looking for money, when you're in a crisis and you just lost your job. What do? You try to find any money that you have. And the mistake that most people think is, well, I have my 401k, I can tap into it. Well, in reality, it's not your money. You're gonna lose 30% right off the top because Uncle Sam's gonna take his cut of that money. That's sad.
Are you ready for the most pleasant retirement surprise? The Become the Banker strategy is like night and day from a 401k. The Become the Banker strategy has absolutely no penalties. There's no penalties to get your money out. Okay? And guess what else? There's no taxation. That means that you can get your money out without a penalty and without taxes. So when hardship arises, like Jordan said, and you need money, guess what? You're going to have 100% of your money available to you. You're not going to give it to Uncle Sam. So let me ask you this. What would you rather have? A 401k or the Become the Banker strategy?
Do you want to have only all of your money stuck in a 401k with all those penalties and all those taxes tied to it, where you have the restrictions of not being able to access it if you lose your job or have the hardships that come up? Or wouldn't it be nice to have the Become the Banker account in addition to your 401k, so that when you do have an emergency, or when a hardship does come up, or when just life throws you a curveball, because we know it's going to happen, you have some freedom that you have access to your money tax-free, no penalties, and you get to have it because it's your money and nobody else's.
So we want you to please subscribe to our channel. We want you to like our channel. We want you to hit that notification bell so you can be actually alerted when the next video will come, because there's going to be plenty more videos like this that will teach you what is really the right things to do financially in today's economic storm. Thank you for allowing us to be with you tonight or today. And we want to make sure that you understand that we're a family-owned company and we want our clients to be family.
I'm Jordan Quijano.
And I'm Joseph Quijano, Certified Financial Planner. Thank you.
And we'll see you on the next video coming up.